What's up, everybody? Trad West Podcast here. Today, I'm gonna be reacting to a little bit of a clip from the Fresh and Fit podcast where Myron kind of cooks this 19-year-old only chicks girl. Um, Myron can be kind of crass, come off as rude, but the more I've watched of them, I kind of understand it. Like dealing with girls like this on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, man, they're so delusional. So I'm gonna play the clip because this chick is only 19, does OF, apparently has made six figures in a month before. Sometimes I think they be lying, but this is what delusion a lot of modern women, young women like this have in general, and the unrealistic expectations that they have when they're involved in sex work, whether it be stripping, escorting, OnlyFans, pornography in general. That fast money they get, it gives them an unrealistic look at reality and how people really make money. They just are used to getting that much money that quick, and they think it's that easy for everyone. So their demands, you'll see how much like she's gonna want a guy to be making to date. And to bear with me, Myron, like I said, he comes off kind of dickheadish, but sometimes you gotta put some of these bimbos in their place because they're just ridiculous.
Hate women out loud so much.
That's
Because
Myron.
you guys are useless. I'm gonna be honest. Most modern women don't have utility. They're hoes. They want high standards. They have high standards. They're hoes. They're not good, dutiful girlfriends. They're not loyal. They want attention from random men on the internet. And quite frankly, they want to be treated in a traditional sense, but they don't give anything traditional in return.
So it's like a
That point right there is spot on. A bunch of women have these traditional demands of men these days when they are not holding up the bargain themselves in any sense. And then they'll actually have the audacity to say they are traditional women. Meanwhile, they're single mothers of multiple kids, multiple different baby daddies, or they're doing sex work, OnlyFans online. And they claim to be traditional. That's not traditional whatsoever.
I'll give you an example. You said earlier you need a guy that makes $30K a month, right?
well, I didn't say I needed a guy to make $30K a month. I said I could make $30K a month, so I don't need his $30K a month.
So he needs to bring more to the table, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So a guy needs to effectively make what, roughly $40,000 a month to be able to get your attention?
OnlyFans
Well,
isn't
honestly,
consistent. You gotta
no.
remember
Honestly,
that.
no.
That's
I
the
take that
thing.
back. I don't mind supporting a man if he. Well, actually, no, because I don't think a man should be cooking and cleaning because I think that's kind of gay.
Okay.
But
It is very
so
gay.
actually, yeah, I think a man should provide. I think that
Okay.
you should be providing.
They need to make more than $30,000 for you, correct?
Well, I think the man should be making more than what I'm making,
Okay.
or they'll be insecure in the
Give me that
relationship.
number.
So,
Give
well,
me that number a month then for you.
we can
40,000?
play a higher or lower game. It's more than six figures.
He's got to make $100,000 a month, if not more?
Mhm.
Okay. So a guy's got to make.
$100,000 or more a month for this 19-year-old OnlyFans bimbo. Like, a month. So over $1 million a year. Like, delusional. They don't understand men's general professions that men are in, even general professions that women are in that aren't in sex work, are not making that kind of money. And if the man has a job that is paying him that much money, over 100,000, over six figures a month, he ain't giving a chick that does OnlyFans, basically modern day prostitution, a shot. He might hook up with them. He's not wifing it up. And that's what these chicks don't understand. So I'm sure Myron's about to cook her right here. But that just goes to show you the delusion. Like, she made six figures in a month apparently once before. So now that's the standard. The man has to make that much. And you can see she starts to kind of say, well, I don't mind supporting a man. And then it processes and clicks. Ooh, wait, never mind. I don't want to support the man. Because that's the delusional thinking too. Like, one needs to be the support, not both. Because one needs to be raising the children if you're going to be having children. Now, if you're not going to have any children, then throw this out the window. But I'm basing it off of you're getting married, you're going to have children together. One parent needs to be in the household, not both. And the problem is, most women, it's a turnoff to them if the dude's not working or not making as much as them. Because I'd gladly just be a stay-at-home dad. If she wants to be a boss babe and work, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. But most women are going to be turned off by that. Or they're not going to be working a job that even makes enough to support a family. So they can't work their job and support the family.
Make 1.2 million a year for you. Okay. A 19-year-old that has pornography on the internet. Okay.
OnlyFans is not consistent though. You
Hold
gotta
on,
remember
hold
that.
on, hold on. No, that doesn't matter. See what I mean? There were guys that used to be able to get in the 1950s, make a decent wage, a house, have a family.
Yeah.
His wife was a virgin when he married her. Doesn't got to worry about her pictures all over the internet, and he didn't have to make that kind of money. But now he's got to make $100,000 a month
And
to get a girl that does pornography on the side. So hopeflation is real. Ridiculous.
Hopeflation.
people are frustrated.
It's a really good term.
The truth.
Clipping it.
It's just because, like, I feel like he would be like insecure. Most men get insecure if their woman is making more than they are.
But we
you know what I'm saying?
support a guy.
I would totally support a guy. I don't mind.
You just complain about going 50-50 on a date. I
On
love
the
it.
first date, on the first date, and like,
willing to pay for a
no,
first
if
date.
I was
Hold on,
dating-
Stop. If you're not willing to even go 50-50 on a first date and you'd lose respect for him, what makes you think you support him long term?
Facts.
because most women won't. I won't ever ask the man on the first date. If he's gonna ask me on the date, you can pay for the date.
Okay, do you not see the logic here? I'm saying if you're not willing to even do that on a first date, what makes you think you're going to support him long term in a relationship?
It's a
Because
small
it's love and
gesture.
it's like
Oh, now it's love.
well, yeah, but I don't love the guy when I first meet him. So obviously on the first date, I'm not gonna whip out my fucking card and buy, like I'm not his mom.
But love fades, by the way. It's a feeling.
What if I told you you're probably not going to fall in love with him because he's a bum,
And he's gay.
according to your own words?
No,
Clean.
That guy's so fun.
So it's not that men hate women; it's that men have kind of woken up and realized that most of you guys are not worthy of a relationship.
I said that I wouldn't mind doing it, just not on like the first couple of dates.
All right.
If I was in like a 2-year relationship.
Yeah, but he's got to make $100K a month for you.
It does technically
You do- you do-
contradict. You
you-
see what I'm
you
saying?
do realize, like,
I want someone also with the same mindset as me. I don't want just
So we'll just stop it there because I get tired of listening to the bimbo. But earlier too, and this is popular within girls that do sex work OnlyFans. She kind of says like she's dumb, she barely passed school. What other career could she have gone down other than this? So at least she kind of admits she's dumb. But like in typical fashion, they always act like it. She even says this like these straight up words. I'd be homeless or do porn. Like those are the only two options out there. And you see it more so with like single mothers that are involved in sex work or stripping. They act like it's the only avenue they could go and it's for the kids. That's cope. That's pure cope. It's the easy way out. And then they get offended when you say they're just taking the like I had no problem with it if they would just say, well, I just want to take the easy way out. It's quick, easy money. But then they get offended if you say it's the easy way out doing sex work. And their response is always, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes. Showing your body online or in person, sexualizing yourself is easy work. At least with stripping, you're being active and getting some exercise, pole dancing and shit. So, hey, kudos there. You're at least probably staying in shape and healthier. But it is easy. And then, like, she says so that, like, she'd either be a bum or OnlyFans. Like, there's no other, and she's only 19, and she doesn't have kids, so it's not like she's even, like, at least with a single mother, you can understand she does probably need to make a decent amount of money. This chick's 19, she could have been living at home still, either going to school or working a regular job, and been fine. But now she's cooked because she got that taste of fast money. And it's going to be interesting because most of these people are not business minded. And hopefully she's paying her taxes like she's supposed to. But I feel sorry for future generations and these generations because they also never think of the negative consequences of doing sex work now. It's always, well, I don't want to get married. I'm too young now. Well, one, you're not too young. This is the false thing we've been told. I mean, hey, I'm guilty of it. I don't have kids yet. But it's always, no, you don't have to push off having kids. Push off having kids. Well, if you want multiple kids, you better start before you're 30, in my opinion. Or right around 30. Because regardless the reason, fertility rates are going down. If the woman's 35 or older, it's already kind of a high risk pregnancy. And then you got to time in, like, dating period and that. You're probably not jumping into bed and having kids right away. And you're probably not getting married in an instant. So if yours like waiting till 30, okay, well then are you going to date for at least a year, I would hope? And then are you going to have a kid right away? So we're talking potentially a few years from the time you guys meet till you're finally married and ready to have children too. So even if you get married at 30 or start seeing someone to settle down at 30, you're potentially 35 by the time you're been together, got married, and are ready for children. Time's ticking, man. And these chicks don't realize it, and they act like what they're doing right now has no bearing on future. Especially when they're wanting men that are making that kind of money. Like, if they want to settle for some loser simp who will, like, not very masculine and will, like, do their bidding, okay, those type of men will probably marry you still. But those aren't the type of men they're attracted to. Those are the type of men they're taking advantage of and making money off. So hey, I'm very libertarian in a lot of ways, but I wouldn't mind if they just made sex work illegal, OnlyFans, everything, shut it down, because not only is it not contributing anything to society, it's really damaging not only like the minds of dudes who are paying for it. Because I always shit on the women doing it. I shit on the dudes too. You guys are losers if you're paying for the shit. But it's also given the girls involved in it a false sense of reality. They're used to fast money now, and most professions, you're not making money that quick, that easy. And hopefully they're at least saving some, investing some, and paying their taxes, because if not, they're going to be screwed. Like, I can only imagine, if she's telling the truth, making 6 figures in a month before, I can only imagine that feeling, being like 19, being kind of dumb, like, what am I going to do with my life? And then showing your butthole online makes you 6 figures in a month. Yeah, I could understand the temptation then, but at least, like, have a normal outlook on what you expect out of a guy. Guy's not going to be making $100,000 a month. And if he is, he ain't interested in you. Sorry. He's not. Men that make that much, and even if he is, he's probably going to want multiple women. The chance of you finding some, like, just great, monogamous, wanting relationship dude that makes $100,000 or more a month, good luck. I mean, $100,000 in a month. It's something like 17% or less of the population of men even make $100,000 in a year in the United States. That's definitely less than 1% of men that are making that kind of money. And then you got to factor in Most of these girls aren't willing to even accept this. The calculators that show these men are less than 1% don't even usually take into factor like if they're good looking, personality. It's usually just the basics like height, can you be obese? So it's not even like taken into effect like ugly, charming, fat, because if they're obese, fat, different than obese. So, man, these OnlyFans girls are cooked. And we'll leave it there. Comment what you think. In my experience in the real world, most girls aren't like this. And I was going to say I think it's different in the Midwest, but this chick's from Ohio. So she's from the Midwest. So, comment. Are women where you're from like this? Has this been your experience in dating? She delusional? I think she is. Till next time, Trad West Podcast out.